All right, so I got Gunner Daft here, and we're gonna show you guys why we don't do weighted barbell squats. Gunner, go ahead and pick this up for us. So he's got a light barbell here, but as you can see, as soon as he gets this on his back, he gets into this anteriorly rotated position. So his hips, his butt's back, he's trying to open up his chest, and we're always trying to get people into a neutral spine position. So go ahead and do a squat for us, Gunner. So now we're really you're really compressing the spine through here. There's no parabolic motion of any type of swinging. It doesn't relate to the way that we run, doesn't relate to the way that we walk. Functionally, this doesn't do a lot for us. It's not to say that we don't squat in here, but we certainly don't do any loaded barbell squats. Let's show you a couple other exercises that we can do instead. All right, so we got a kettlebell here, and you can see Gunner is really loading his right glute big time as he goes down into this position. And he's getting his thoracic spine, his rib cage involved as he's driving up. He's really opening up the body. So this is much more of a unilateral exercise, and that's gonna keep you from being able to compensate and cheat as you're into that loaded barbell squat. Now you're also getting really decompression because now he's opening up the body. We're playing with spiral lines. He's gonna switch on over to the other side and let you see this view as well. So you can see he loads that left glute and then comes up out of this. So great exercise that you can play with. I just had Gunner go through 3 rounds of all the exercises I'm about to show you, so you might be a little fatigued after this, but might hate me a little bit. So we got Gunner with the big stick right now. So what he's doing here is he's really loading that left glute and right lat. So these two have a big connection when we walk. Opposite arm, opposite leg, that's what's moving together. So we really want to make sure when we're working out our glutes that we're tying that in with that posterior sling pattern. So we're eccentrically loading the lat with the contralateral glute. So this is an excellent exercise to be able to do that. And you can really use whichever weight you want. This can be done with a dumbbell, this can be done with a kettlebell. And Gunner will go about 4 or 5 steps forward. Then he's advanced, so he also takes this backwards. But this is something where you can just walk 8 to 10 steps down, taking yourself into that lunge. And we do a deeper lunge here. This is something that Naughty Aguilar did a lot with functional patterns, really getting into this deep lunge as opposed to fully extending into the really large lunge. And this is a great way to keep the glutes engaged throughout the lunge itself. Much more functional. It's about the size of a step there. So this next one, great way to tie in the glute with the right lat. So take a look at Gunner here. As he goes in, going down into that lunge, you got left glute, right lat are long. Now as he comes back, they're short together. And he needs to really roll those hips underneath here. And you can see him just shaking as he's getting into this position, rotating his thoracic spine. Go ahead again. And you take a look at his left foot, it's just hovering above the ground, maybe touching slightly. You don't want to dump weight into that because now we're really getting that glute to engage to be able to stay into that neutral spine. This is an extremely difficult and challenging one to play with, especially after 3 rounds. This is 4th round technically of it. But another great exercise that you can do that's going to be much more functional. You're going to get a lot more out of this by tying the lat in with that contralateral glute. This next one here, it's all about rhythm and timing. So he's taking 1, 2 steps in, rotating the T-spine, and then coming on out. So we're constantly getting that swing motion. And just everything in life needs rhythm. Can you think of anything that you like that doesn't have rhythm? So this is what this is all about here, opening things up, getting that extensibility, and then getting back into that loaded position. So he's gonna do a couple on the other side for you. Rotate, open the body, and come back up. Perfect. All right, so this next one here, Gunner is really using his upper body to help his lower body out. So if you try this, you can try this at home, just doing a lunge, where you lunge down and then use your upper body, getting that rotation. So now you're engaging those sling patterns. That's what we're doing here. This is a great cardio exercise. It's really opening up the right pec through here, the opposite lat. You're loading the glutes at the same time. Great exercise to play with. Normally we'll do about 10 reps on each side, 20 reps total, but you can feel that sling actually engage. You use that elasticity to come back out, using the upper body to help your lower body drive out of that lunge. All right, so this one is another great way to be able to load the lat with the opposite glute. So he's going back and forth. We're really playing with our sling patterns here. So that posterior sling, glute to lat, and then the anterior sling, really adductors up through the obliques. So just back and forth, and you'll see how he slings open first, getting that extensibility, and then closes it back up. So as one loads, the other is getting shorter, and vice versa. Just back and forth here. We'll do about 20 reps or so. Too easy.